little lipstick on? Uh-oh.
Girl, we live.
We live now, so I can't do it.
We live. Listen, this is a testing 1 2 1 2. This is brand new to me going live. I'm only doing it because tonight, the show, the Black Therapy Show, my show I do every day at 7 p.m. They are off tonight. So I said I wanted to try this out, me and my sister friend, Miss Leslie, to see how to work this thing. Okay. So, Miss Leslie, introduce yourself, girlfriend.
Well, my name is Leslie Green, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn in the house.
Brooklyn in the house.
Yeah, we are entertainers. We entertain, but we are. I'm into fashion and beauty. She's a screenwriter. She does writing. She's also a minister. She helps
Well,
many
let me
people.
introduce myself.
Okay, that's why I say introduce
All
yourself.
right,
'Cause
sorry. My name is Leslie Green, and I am actually a playwright first.
Mhm,
And I'm an author. I have 5 books, 4 on Amazon, and one you have to get it through me. My books
mhm.
are called Weeding Out the Riffraff, which is my autobiography that it lets you know that even though you go through trials and tribulations, you can come out on top. And just give God just gave me a whole new outlook on life. I'll say that. And my other book is How to Get a Breakthrough, because when I got 47, for some reason all the stuff that I went through hit me at one time, and it was like, oh my God, I just don't want to be in this world anymore. And these are the steps that I was led to take in order to get a spiritual breakthrough. I didn't realize how spiritually broken I was until that moment, And I have 3 children books, Hi Mom, It's Me, which I also have a cartoon on YouTube. And no, Hi Mom, It's Me is a workbook. I Can Only Be Me is a cartoon on YouTube on my channel, Leslie Green. And I have another book for dads because I feel like dads didn't get enough recognition, which is called Thanks for Being My Dad. So those are some of the things I could do. I am actually a minister as well. Um, yeah, but I'm a retired occupational therapy certified therapist. So that's a little bit about me. And I'm a mother of 3, single parent. Everybody's doing well, thank God.
Thank God.
That's a little
Thank
bit about me.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, reason why I just muted you because I'm echoing a little bit, so I'm gonna unmute you back and forth. Thank you for sharing your testimony. We've been friends for almost 10 years, so I really appreciate you coming on and taking the time to help me with this because we do like to communicate. We do like to help people. We do like to assist people and what our profession is to help. Everybody, if you don't know, I'm a professional beauty artist, hair, makeup, coordinating, fashion, and this has been my life for years. So definitely we wanted to, first of all, I want to say rest in peace to Angie Stone. Okay,
Mm.
girl.
Yeah, that was a tragic situation. That we lost a lot of people in this past week. Not only Angie Stone, God bless her family. Pray that God gives them some peace in their time of grief right now. Things are just so unexpected right now. You
Mhm.
know, um,
But she was a praying woman.
yeah.
You
But
know,
but
you.
you know what? Let me tell you something. I was
Mhm.
listening to her song this morning. My sunshine has come. Listen to that song, because when you listen to that song, and she passed away, what, yesterday? It talks about the changing of the seasons and how
Mhm.
you got to listen to the song. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
To me, it felt like she was predicting how she was going to go. You
You
got to
think so?
listen to the song. That's the way it seemed to me when I listened to it today. I was like, oh my God. And I got tears in my eyes when I heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been emotional. I'm gonna, like I said, this is just a testing 1 2 for us, but I'm definitely gonna come back into talking about her because she made such a difference in music. I heard Jaguar Wright say today she is the how can you say, the god, is it the godmother of neo soul, because she's been down for a very long time. A lot of people don't know that she was actually one of the original rappers, female rappers. They never gave her accolades. They never gave her anything because she was a female. And look, she was dark skinned. She wasn't the regular color of everybody, the norm. So they didn't treat her as such. So we definitely want to give her and her crew, I think is Sequence. Sequence was the group that they were a part of back in the day, I think it was the early 80s and stuff. And they was from the Carolinas. So shout out to the Carolinas, to the southern states, because y'all did have something to do. You do have something to do with, hip hop. I know we had this big thing up against hip hop and everything for these past few years. But also, Angie was a praying woman. And Angie expressed that her record label was robbing her, or
Mm.
they stole her music. And I was like, wow. And now look at all of this stuff happened, and now she's gone. It was 9 people in that car, in that truck, and she was the only one that died.
What?
Allegedly, because I'm still, we still waiting for information to come out. That's why I'm not going to get into much of details with her, about her. But I'm definitely going to say we salute her and we honor her. And her music will definitely live on. She touched a lot of music. A lot of people used her music. She also helped out D'Angelo. D'Angelo, that Brown Sugar album with that sexy behind. Did you see that sexy body? How does it feel? You remember?
Don't she have a baby by D'Angelo?
Yes, she does. She has a son by him, and she has a son by somebody from the Funky Four. He's a rap guy from back in the days. So she has a baby by him. So she has 2 children. She had a son and a daughter, and she has grandchildren. So definitely
I was wondering what happened to her. Am I unmuted? I was I was wondering what happened to her, and I read some of her story, and she was saying how when she came out, I don't know if it was Alicia. Anyway, some other artists was coming out, but they looked much different than her. So
yeah.
she took a back step to her. But I don't know why she took a back step, because her music, I love her music, because her music was, to me, they call it neo soul, but it seemed like a little jazz in it, and,
Hmm.
R&B as well. And I loved her music. I don't
She
know,
said Clyde Davis
Clyde.
made her. Yes. Then let me tell you something.
Really?
I'm not into Vlad. I'm just telling y'all right now. But she has an interview. Vlad did not do the interview though. Another young man did the interview. I put it up on my Black News on my Facebook. Anybody want to see different articles? I put that interview up, and she talked about how Clyde blocked her or didn't want her in certain situations. Like they had something with Oprah Winfrey,
Yeah.
and she was not allowed to come because Clyde said that she was too big.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? And I was very disgusted by that because I'm not going to lie to you. When she came out, me being a thick girl, seeing her as a thick woman, like regular women, because not everybody is pencil thin and pretty light skin and stuff. She was different, but her music is what spoke volumes. I don't even think that they thought that her music was going to go that far. But her music went very far, very, very, very far. So, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I just don't. Sometimes I wonder about these artists. They just stop making music. I think we should have had more music from her. That's my personal opinion.
Mm,
In my era, because I enjoyed the way she wrote and how she sang, and it's just that the stereotype that they make out people, not just our people, but just in general,
right,
what they supposed to look like and how they supposed to act. It's just not. That's not normal. You know,
right.
putting up a facade. So I don't know. It's just discrimination. Put it that way. That's
No,
what.
it is. It is discrimination because they have this thing. Hold on. They have this thing that you have to look a certain way for people to want you or to click to you. Even they got it with the men too. If you don't have a certain look that the women want to about, they're not going to put you out there. You understand what you said?
I said we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. About
Yeah,
that. We're gonna
but
talk.
yeah, but that I understand her plight.
But
And
you
again,
gotta have courage though. You gotta have courage to push past the barriers. You can't let people dictate to you. But this is my take on celebrities and all these corporations how they want you to act. You got to stand for something or fall for anything. And
okay,
when they do that to you, that's why I say us as a people, we should create our own platforms. Because
hmm
when we have our own platforms, nobody can tell us what to say, how to say it, when to say it, And when we trying to cross over, because we could never cross over. You ain't gonna get but so far. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
If they allow you to get but so far, they're gonna snatch your ass back. Excuse my language. But that's
hmm
actually is gonna happen. So we have to find another way of presenting ourselves and don't go with the flow, because a lot of times we go with the flow because we want to be famous, but fame and fortune ain't all to it. How about your soul? Are
you
you at peace in your heart?
right? You think that's going with the flow? I think that they would just be wanting that energy, wanting that celebrity thing. My thing of going with the
Yeah,
flow.
it is wanting a celebrity thing, but why would you let somebody back you down? I wouldn't let nobody back me down. That's why you got to get over people and you got to have some courage and just keep pushing forward. You got to have
hmm
courage. You really have to block out people. I don't care,
hmm
white, black, whatever. You got to block out people so you
hmm
can do what you need to do. Because if you let people dictate to you how you supposed to be, you ain't gonna get but so far.
Right,
You ain't gonna get but
right,
so far.
right.
They're gonna put you in this box and leave you there.
But you want to hear something? The industry will keep you in a box.
Yeah,
That's why you would see some of those artists they can't come out of and go into something new
right. Because
because
they make
somebody.
them sign documentation when they first started stuff.
hmm
But that's why I said we need to create our own platforms, you know,
hmm
and do it that way.
I
Yeah,
also I want to
I
say
heard a whole lot of stuff about the industry. That's why God
oh,
ain't to
a
go
lot.
far in the industry because I love entertainment. That's my thing.
Mhm. Well, I always tell everybody, shout out to Big Daddy Kane because he told me when I was young, this industry ain't for you. Thank you. Because it's not, they didn't respect women a lot in this
They
industry.
respect women. Oh,
So I know she tried her best and she made it this far. I also want to give her respect to her song Black Brother. What? Black Brother, I love ya. I love it. I love it. I love it. Me having her dad and loving my dad and stuff. I really appreciated that from her. I really did.
well, you want to talk about the Black brothers?
And that's going into our Black brothers.
Yeah, we could go and talk about our Black.
So, wait, what you said?
Go ahead. What are you gonna say first?
Okay, no, I had muted. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I did wanted to do this video. We wanted to talk about dating. As Miss Leslie said, dating after 50, after the late 40s and your 50s. Dating and going out there and meeting new people. And talking about relationships. And I want to know what you think. How are you doing with dating, lady?
Well, I'm dating. I'm dating. What do I think? I think you should date as many people as you want to date at this date stage. And I ain't talking about sleeping with nobody. I'm talking about
It's a difference, people. It's a difference.
difference. You date people to get to know them.
Mhm.
Nobody has a ring on your finger or a chain around your neck. So you date as many people as you like. Um, and the reason why I say that, they used to have this saying, and this is one saying I will believe that is true. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Mm-hmm.
Because these are some of the things that I did when I was younger. I would date so many people, and then I would pick one person, and I always not. I didn't pick the right person, you know. But if I would have kept
You're not
dating,
by
I
yourself.
would have known which one to pick. But I didn't give it enough time. You know what I'm saying? Because just like every most of the people, we want to follow the norm. We covet what we see. Well, whatever we see people do, that's what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
From little kids, because we was domesticated. Let's be honest
Mm-hmm.
about it. They was training us to be a certain way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to get a certain age where you have to change all of that and think for yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
you might have to change your mindset, change the people you hang around, because you can't do better if you don't see better or know better. You
Right.
know, you do what you see. But dating after 40 and 50, just keep your options open. You have to keep your option open. And then another thing, you have to absolutely positively check out the red flags. Okay, know what you can and cannot handle, because sometimes you could be with people and you handle it because you like them or whatever, but they might not be the right person for you. You know, a lot of times I find us as women, we compensate for other people's idiosyncrasies, the way they act. Oh, we give them a pass or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Not to say that, because I always tell, this is what I always tell men, just tell me the truth. And if you tell me the truth, then I'll be able to make the right decisions for myself. Because if I don't know the truth, then I'm basing my decisions on a lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now
Mm-hmm.
I'm all messed up emotionally because you wasn't being truthful with me.
You're
And
right.
I think when we get over 40, nothing should be secretive. You know, you should be able to communicate in
Yeah,
whatever way
you're
you communicate.
grown. You don't
Right,
have
you
to
know,
lie
you
to no
know,
damn body.
you know, all that craziness and immaturity, it's just not for me. I'm like, you know, but what I found is that a lot of our men wasn't loved right.
Right.
Okay,
Well,
they wasn't loved right, and a lot of women allowed them to do whatever they wanted instead of putting them in their place. So now they all over the place. They
mhm,
all over the place. They think they could do that with everybody. That's not how it works.
right.
That's not how it works. But I feel bad for them. I really feel bad for them. Not to the point where I'm gonna submit myself to the craziness. You know what
Mhm,
I'm saying? But they wasn't loved right, and it's really sad that we as a people, or we as women, white women, black women, whatever, we
mhm,
take on this role where we feel like we gotta be nurses,
mhm.
mothers, doctor. You know what
We
have
playing many
you?
roles,
Right.
wearing many hats.
And you know, and then the men, they expect that because other women did it. You know, now I don't mind helping you or whatever, but you a man, you got to step up to the plate.
Mhm.
You know, you got to step up to the plate.
But you should know that when you are dating.
Yeah.
Now I understand now, like, listening to what you're saying. Now I understand why your parents would tell you, get to know a person first. You never get you will be always rushing into something, and then you think about it, you get to a certain age and you like, oh my god, I should have listened to what the hell they said. You get to know a person first. Me with the dating, I do date sometime, but I haven't been out on a date in a very long time. But if I'm dating, I'm going out there, you want somebody that is, you can, first of all, you got to be attracted to them. Okay, a lot of these women are just going on these dates because they trying to get a free meal. Okay? They trying to get food. Because I done heard women say, oh, I'm going to get me a meal. I'm going to get me a meal. What the fuck happened to a good conversation? Or talking. I even heard this young lady, she's supposed to be a relationship guru. She said the first thing she asks in a relationship is, would you give me your passwords to your phone? I'm like, I was in a state of shock. Why, bitch, I don't even know you. Why would I give you my passwords? That's a red flag. You see how you said red flags? We don't see that. That was a big red flag. The first question should be, how you feel about your mom? How's your father? Learn about a person's background before you ask them for their passwords. What do you think about that? Take the mute off. Hold on.
First of all, we have to understand that when you meet somebody, they send their representative first. That,
Representative,
and
yes.
that'll be for 3 months. 3 months, you got the
You
representative.
said a 3 month
Now,
representative?
even though I'm a minister, and I hate to say this like this, but I have to say it, right? Once you sleep with a man, or a man sleep with a woman, that's when you start to see their true colors coming out. Unfortunately, that's what happens.
I
But
didn't know
most of the time, they send their representative first, their best foot forward. Then after a
that.
while, you start seeing little things. And you said something about how they feel about their mother. I have met men that love their moms and treat their mothers real nice, but don't know how to treat a woman. So not all the time.
And
That
why would the dad? So that means their mother never showed them a good man
listen,
treat.
I'm telling you from experience.
Right.
Okay, I met a man, very prominent member of society. You could say kind of celebrity type. Love his mom, do all kinds of stuff, but he was a legend in his own mind. Okay, so he didn't know how to treat a woman.
That's probably what it was. Do you think so? You don't think maybe his mother didn't even teach him how to treat a woman?
I don't know.
Because, like I said, it's all about the relationship that
Well,
he
I
had.
didn't get a chance to really meet her because when this happened, she passed on. Um, and he grew up in a house with a mother and a father and everything, became very prominent in community in the world, but he didn't know how to treat a woman. He didn't know how to treat
Mm,
a woman. And I'm gonna tell you, he was a professional ball player, NBA.
mm-hmm,
However, he, like I said, he was a legend in his own mind because they play relationships like they play ball.
mm-hmm,
Okay, unfortunately, I thought we always think we different because he came at me. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
But you know, we're no different than the next chick.
Okay.
I used to tell him, just because you tell me who you are doesn't mean that I won't date you. I might not sleep with you, but I'll date you. We can hang out. We can
Mhm,
whatever. But don't keep me in the dark about things because I need to be able to protect myself. Especially, I'm a parent with children. You know what I'm saying? And
mhm.
these guys, they just don't care. All they worry about sometimes is getting what wet. And that's it.
So you trying to say most men, their main thing is getting some ass. They don't
That's
want.
it. That's it.
That's
Because
it.
a man, tell you something. A man will hang out with you for as long as it takes.
Just
I
to get some ass.
I had a friend that hanged out with me for 16 years. He was determined 16 years to get my
Did
pants.
you give him some ass after
I didn't
16
even like
years?
him. I didn't even like him. But I eventually
Was it worth it?
it was, but the relationship totally changed. This was
You
somebody.
know, once you sleep
Listen,
with
listen.
them.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. When we was friends, it was cool. It was like that was my ace boom coon. We told each other everything. Da, da, da. But the minute we started that, he did a 360, not right away, but he did a 300. And I was like, and the stuff he used to say over those years was like, oh, okay, maybe, this is what I'm thinking in my head. Maybe, maybe. But it was because I didn't really like him in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I should have stuck to my gun because I knew it was a reason why. Because I knew all his secrets. When you know
Mm-hmm.
a man's secrets and how they operate, and then they turn around and try the same way
Try
they
to
do it
try
on
it on
you.
you. You be
Right,
like,
right.
uh-uh.
Duh.
You already told me how you did that. Now you want to try it on me?
Right. So I'm like, you know what? See ya, because I ain't got time for it. I don't have time.
So that's a
But
message
it's
with
kind of
dating.
it's kind of hurtful too when you think you really are really good friends with somebody, especially the male species. But let me tell you something: when a man is around you, I don't care how long it takes, he is curious. He wants to get in your pants because men don't waste their time hanging around women without wanting to get in your pants. I don't care who it is.
Okay.
I don't care who it is.
All
They
right. So
want
that's your message.
the end result is getting in your pants.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So when a man says hello, he's saying, "Do you want some dick?" I heard a comedian say that. He said every time a man says
Absolutely.
hello to you, he
Let me
is
tell you something.
offering you
They
some
already. Well, wait a minute. What about this? They already know how far they're going to go with you as soon as they see you.
and a woman knows within 5 minutes if she wants to sleep with you.
Well, I don't know about that because I'm not like that. I'm not gonna
I
put.
don't know what you're talking about. You
No,
cannot
I'm
tell me
telling
that.
you.
No,
I'm
that's
telling
bull
you.
crap.
No, I'm telling you.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
If I'm talking, most of the time, let me tell you something. Men be coming at me. I don't be coming at men. And most of the time, in most of my relationships, even my kid's father, I didn't even like them. This is my thing. This is my idiosyncrasies. Don't judge me. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
I never. I don't run behind guys. That's just my thing.
And you
Okay.
don't supposed to.
I don't run
Women.
behind guys. So guys would approach me.
Mm-hmm.
When they
And they
approach me,
supposed to.
right? When they approach me, then I'm like, okay, I know if I like them or don't like them. I might not like them. Most of the time, I didn't like them, but because I spent time with them and they kind of grew on me, or they treated me like I wanted to be treated, or they, because not all the time they treat you right, but they might do something else that you like
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, and I would get involved in them with them. Most
Mm-hmm.
of the guys that I'm telling you, I'm a lot, and I'm gonna be 67. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what's that about, but that's the way my love life was going.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to follow my first instinct because most of the time, all of the time, I ain't gonna say most of the time, my first instinct was correct. You know you don't like this guy. Why are you going forward? Because
Yes, we
it never worked out.
never
It
worked
never
out.
worked out. It never worked out. So that's my thing. So I felt this is my thing. I felt like if you pursuing me, then you should treat me like the queen that I am. But that's
Right.
not all. That's not all to the case. You know, I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
find. Well, now I'm jumbling my words, but you know, you understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what's going on in my head. But see, this is my concept of how I think relationships should
Me,
be. You know,
meaning, if you see somebody, if you see a good looking man, you know, or a man, you know, if you want to touch him or if you don't. We're not saying you're gonna do it. Like a man would look at a woman like I would sleep with her. You know, not saying he's gonna do it. We just saying that you would know if you're attracted to a person when you first see them. You understand what I'm saying? You would know, like he would be a person I sleep with.
okay. So I'll give you an
Yeah.
example. I did meet somebody last year. And for some reason, I was attracted to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, I'm feeling like this guy. I never met him before in my life. And we started talking, you know.
Oh. Mm.
He was much younger than me.
Oh,
I
you
think
was messing around with young tenderoni?
I think he was looking for a sugar mama. Oh,
You
because the
do.
guys down, wait a minute, the guys down over 40, they want sugar mamas. I'm
Yeah,
letting
they
you know
do.
that now. I'm
They
letting you know
do.
that now.
We're not no sugar mamas. We don't
So,
take you. No.
you know, we started seeing each other and everything. But I knew that was gonna work because he was much younger than me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that was the first time, I don't want to say ever, that I saw somebody that I said, oh, I was attracted to. It's been a
Mm.
long time, you know, it's been a long time since, because I'll be focused on what I'm doing. I don't be focused on the man, you know. Not to
Mm-hmm.
say that I don't want one. Well, my husband died in 2020, but that's
Mm-hmm.
a whole nother story in itself.
Right.
Um, but it was like, so 2020, 24. So this is like 4 years later. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
But that means you
Then
got a little bit
we
of
had,
an attraction.
we had exchanged numbers. So when
Mm-hmm.
we exchanged numbers, he happened to call me 2 days later, and I was like, "Oh, he called me because I was driving. I was at the mechanic. I was driving his car, and he was like, "I like that car. If the guy ever sell it, I want to buy it." So he was calling me about the car, but I know it was more to it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
So we started seeing each other for a little while. Then he disappeared. He disappeared. That was 9 months ago. He disappeared, right? And do you
Mm-hmm.
know, New Year's week, he called me.
Oh no.
I was like, "Wait a minute." I first
What
I
made him
said,
call you? Where he
I
said he was at?
he said he was in Atlanta, Georgia. No, because I said,
Probably with
wait,
another
wait,
lady.
wait, wait. I said, well, where you been? I was in Atlanta, Georgia. I said, okay. And he says to me, he said, well, I'm in Brooklyn. You still live over? I said, yeah. He said, well, I'm gonna stop by in a few minutes. I said, no, you're not.
Okay.
I said, no, you're not. He said, I can't come by. I said, no, you cannot. First of all, when a man leave you, don't let him come back. I don't care. I don't care what he say or what he do, because he gonna do it again.
Yep.
He gonna do it
Message.
again.
Message.
He gonna do it again. And I'm like, the thing is, sometimes I think about, but somebody said they do that because they think they can. They think they can come back. So you got to nip it in the bud. No, you will not be coming over here. No,
Mm-hmm.
not that. Not. This is what he should have said. This is what I would have said. How you doing? I was thinking about you. I've been gone for a while. Maybe we could get together tomorrow and have lunch and sit down and talk because I was thinking about you and I want to talk to you about some things. That would have been a better conversation. Okay.
But you immediately want to come over here.
Yeah,
So my thing is, what you
you
trying
know
to
what,
bring me over here? I
you
don't
know
want you
what
coming over here.
he wanted. Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know what he trying to bring either. Because you
Right.
got a lot of disgusting men that they trying to come back because they trying to bring you something. No, we don't want nothing from you. We don't want that energy that you came from or who you was sleeping with or whatever. We don't want it. So
Right.
what you said, don't take their ass back.
Nope. Don't take him back. Don't take him back.
Don't take them back.
If you leave, do not take him back.
Yeah, because you have to move it. That's another thing. Us women having to move on. We
Mhm.
have to move on so we can go to the next process of our life. And dating shouldn't be scary. Dating shouldn't be an issue. If a man you like a woman, you ask her out. And it shouldn't be about what place you taking me to, or if you taking me to this, or you taking me to that. No, what about the conversation? Because you can go have a coffee, a tea with somebody, or anything, sit in the park and have a good conversation. You don't have to be that expensive and stuff like that, especially when you get to know somebody. What you
Like
say?
just spending time with each other.
Yeah.
Know that people want to jump into bed like it's all of that.
Well, listen, you
What
have
is
a
it?
lot of
5 minutes of pleasure, 10 minutes of
no,
pleasure.
but let me tell you something. You have a lot of people that get along better laying down than standing up.
Yeah, true. But
Because I had a few of them. As soon as we got up, we was like karate chopping, telling each other off. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, didn't we just sleep together?
right,
Didn't you just get a nut? And you want to fight? That's another red flag. Okay, so these are the messages that we're sending to y'all women today. We have to look out for red flags. And these little situations that me and Miss Leslie is talking about, we know them because we've been through them. And we know probably many of y'all have been through them. And you cannot overlook them. Once you see them and you feel them and they don't make you feel comfortable, you better run. What you think, Miss Leslie? You gotta run.
you better run. Well, sometimes. Well, you got to sit down and talk about it. This is my thing. If you like somebody and he claims he like you, then y'all sit down and y'all discuss what type of relationship you want to have. Do you want to have a committed relationship? Do you want to have a serious relationship? You want to have a friendship? Talk about those things. That's what I
Will
think.
that start in the beginning of dating when
And
you
then
date and you having a
not,
conversation?
not right in the beginning, but
I don't know what you're
if you
talking about. That's the first thing I'm asking. Do you want to? Are you want to fuck or you want to date or you
well,
want a
I
relationship?
think that if that's the type of person they are, they should tell you. That's what I said too. If all you want to do is sleep with me, let me know.
Up
Okay.
front.
This is the way I thought back then. If you want to sleep with me, let me know, and then we could talk about this. You could pay me for it, and then keep it moving. That's when I was younger. But I think I'm talking a little bit too much. But
No, we just keep. First of all, Miss Leslie, we are keeping it real. Why not?
I,
What you?
I just don't think that off the bat how far you want to go with somebody in the beginning. You just don't know because you have to get to know the person. That's
Right.
just for me. I
But
don't think you can say, well, what? Well, are we gonna get married? You can't do that because you don't know if you're compatible yet. You
no,
just
but you
know
got
that
people that
you
just
just
want
know that
relationships.
listen, you just know that you have an attraction for one another,
Hmm.
and then let's see where this is going.
Right.
But I feel like after some time, because I know for a fact a man should know which way he want to go with you within a year. He should know,
I think within a year. I think within 2 years, both of y'all should know if y'all want to be together forever.
you know. And I think if y'all sit down and discuss it, and he has some stuff to work on, and you have some stuff to work on, and you see if he's working on the stuff that y'all talked about him working on and you working on, then you could kind of see that the relationship is going to go past a certain point.
But
That's
you see, you good because I'm not. I'm not. I think we are so upfront today. Look at the music; it's so sexual. How people feel is so out there. So my thing is, when you coming up to
how to
me,
move.
are you are you coming up to me because you want to get to know me, or you coming up to me because you want to slap my butt? I need to know.
Well, initially that's what they want to do is slap, slap. You just don't. They just don't know how far they want to go with you in the beginning. In the very beginning, I don't think so. I think they just
Right.
want. I had to put my charger on.
Okay. This is a testing 1 2 live. We're just trying this out, trying to see what it's about. And we're talking about relationships and dating and red flags we need to run away from. Another red flag I wanted to talk about to people, and a lot of people don't know, it's called love bombing. And I didn't even know nothing about no love bombing, okay? And AKA is supposed to be when people keep tell you they love you or they want to be with you real fast or they're giving you mad gifts and stuff. That's too much. I didn't know it was called love bombing. I just called it too damn much. What do you think?
I don't know. I never focused on that. I don't know.
You never focus on that?
Mm-mm. I think if somebody want to give you something, what's wrong with that? I don't get. I don't.
Listen, you see, my sister said this is a hookup culture. Everybody's trying to hook up, but you got women that really want a relationship. They want to be in a relationship. So I think that should be the first thing on a date. You want to talk about, do you want something serious or you just want to, you know,
Relationship. First of all, we need to be married. That's what we need to be doing.
marry for what? What you talking about? Marry? You damn, you already getting married?
I well, see, because I'm a minister and I believe in the word of God, I think I should be married again. I said only God could prepare me for that
Right.
because it entails a lot being married. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I want to get married again.
Oh, that's good. Listen, that's good.
Mhm.
Listen, I know a
I
lot of
want.
people
I,
in
I'm at the.
relationships.
I'm at the point. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, Tiff.
No, go ahead.
The point where I want to come home to somebody. I want him to come home to me. I want companionship. You know.
No, we all do,
Yeah, because
Leslie.
see, I haven't. I'm 67. I haven't lived with a man in 40 years. Okay.
Would you
I
wait?
wouldn't want to live. With my husband, we was together for what 5 6 years, and then he passed.
Right,
I haven't really been, with somebody like that.
right.
And I want to grow old with somebody. I'm already
Mhm,
older, but
mhm.
I
You
want
want to
to
get
come
older
home.
with
I
somebody,
want to
right?
come home, watch TV, cook. You know,
Companionship.
yeah, companionship. That's what I want right now. And
Yeah,
it's been a long time for me to even feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So
girl, I've been single for 14 years. I haven't had nobody lay in my bed like that, in no relationship type. So I get it. But remember, we be shielding ourselves too because you have a lot of men out here that have issues. They got mommy issues, they got mental issues, they got housing issues, they got money issues. You understand what I'm saying? They got baby mama issues, they got children issues. I mean, they got so much going on. And when you are put together, they feel intimidated by you. You understand? And
yeah, I have that, had that too. But I feel you should be happy if somebody's doing well and if they interested in being with you. I don't think nobody should be intimidated by anybody because just because you might not have the same qualities I have, you got some qualities that I must be like, and that us coming together, we could build something even greater. That's just my thing. I don't
Mhm,
understand, but see, those are stereotypical um, suggestions and things that people have told these men and women about relationships, which is so sad,
mhm.
and people run with it. That's why I say you got to wipe the slate clean every time you meet somebody and go with the flow and see what works and what doesn't work, and just keep it moving and
And
keep dating and keep dating and keep dating. You ain't got to sleep with nobody. You ain't got to kiss nobody.
right,
None of that. You just need to be around people to see. You need to be around their family, their friends to see if
get to know them. Yeah.
they don't bring you around them. Then you know it's a red flag right there.
Hmm.
Even though they might tell you, "Oh, well, they ain't," whatever, whatever. But it's a red flag because I don't feel like if you don't want me to meet your people, then what's wrong? What's wrong with you?
That means you hiding something,
Yeah,
and
you hide.
nobody got time for no hiding thing.
Especially at this late stage in the game.
Yeah,
We don't need to be
they
hiding.
should have grown children and grandchildren by our age.
Yeah, but
So my sister put up on the thing. She said sexuality issues.
mm,
So let's talk about that. Finding somebody that's sexually compatible with you. You
I was
know,
saying that today. I was saying that today. I was in here. I said, Lord, I need somebody to meet my energy.
mhm,
That's what I need. I need somebody to meet my energy. I don't know who that is,
mhm,
but that's what I need. That's what I believe I need. But God knows best.
mhm.
I truly believe that. So
Well, you
yeah.
want to hear something,
And
and
then even that, people,
mhm.
even that about the sexuality. Tell me, you or do you go both ways? Are you strictly, what, or you go the other way? We need to know those things.
Bisexuality. You're talking about bisexuality. You have
Right.
a lot of men that are either, they straight, bisexual, and if you like both, you should be honest with your partner. You know, I like women. I'm going to tell my partner, I like women too. But that don't mean I'm dating them. I'm not dating them, but I have been with them. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep it real with you because I don't want you to sit there and say, "Oh, you never told me." I'm going to keep it real with you. So I think it should go for men too. If you are bisexual, tell your woman, give her the choice to say yes or no. Then you have women out there that don't have a problem with their man being bisexual. To be honest with you, they don't have a problem with it. So you can be able to find a man or a woman that can be able to deal with that. Don't, be up in my face laughing and smiling, or you have your friend over here, or you saying it's your cousin, and you over here, y'all both swapping each other down. No, I'm not dealing with that.
They lie so much. Oh, I live with my sister. Oh, that's my brother. Yeah,
Listen, I've
I
been
do all of those different scenarios. I'm like, what? And then if you look at men, you could kind of tell when they. I remember one of my kids' father, me and him was talking, and I kept saying, "Why are you talking? Why are you talking out the side of your mouth?"
you trying to say that's a trait?
Because he was a liar. He was a liar. Right? He was talking out the side of his mouth, and I kept saying, "Why are you talking out?" Because he's trying to lie. Oh man, that shit is funny now. It wasn't funny then, but it's funny now. I tell you, these people, they are something else.
My traits for me to know if you are bisexual, I don't date a man that put fingernail polish on his hands.
Mm.
That does not make me moist at all. I'm sorry, that's a no no.
But
I don't do men that do contact lenses. When I see them bitch ass hazels, that means your ass is gay. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Okay. Another thing, when a man is blonding, like literally blonding his hair out, that's a message to me too. You probably not gay, but you're gayish. You understand? To each his own. But I look at those things like that. I don't like that. That's not attracted to me. I don't want my man, and I don't want my man wearing no pocketbook either. I don't care if it's Fendi, Gucci, or Prada. I don't want none of it. I don't even like labels. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't want that. So I want my man to be a man. Look at these men today. They are not manly. They are very femmed out. And I'm like, ooh, I want me a strong man. You understand? And another thing, the men do not fix shit today. They don't fix nothing. They don't know how to put things together and paint stuff. I mean, my God, it's like they're so lazy. So I'm not into that either. So, I want a man that's a manly man that likes to fix
but
stuff.
You
that
want a
take out the
you want an
garbage.
old school man.
You said I want an old school man, so I need a man that was raised by an old school dude.
You need a southern man.
Sweet, my father was a Southern man.
You need a southern man. That's what you
My dad was a Southern man, and he was. And let me tell you something. Him and my mother was together for 30 plus years, and I never saw them argue. I never saw them fight. I saw he cooked, she cooked, he cleaned, she cleaned, and I'm glad that they gave us that. You understand what I'm saying in my life? So I look for that. Like if a man don't take the garbage out, I'll probably stop talking to him.
but some men think that's the only job they have is to take the garbage out. And I'm like, oh, you need to cook. If you see something, this is my thing. If you see something need to be done and I'm not around to do it, please do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
But I'm fairly organized, so I make sure everything is nice and neat and clean. I don't want no junkie man that lays stuff everywhere because I can't stand seeing stuff there, and everywhere. That drives me crazy. I don't even like my closets unless they neat.
So
My
you believe that they mothers should teach them
Yeah,
how
they should teach
to.
them, but some men they teach themselves too. But that's something you need to teach them when they little. They young.
Mhm.
I make sure on Saturdays to get up, clean up the room, do your my kid. Let me tell you something. God is real funny because I'm real organized. My kids are messy, but when they get ready to clean, they know how to clean and put everything in its place.
Mhm.
So, but I couldn't take it. I was like,
My sister's going through it now. She hates it, and I told her, I said, Nikki, they know how to clean.
they
They
know.
just being lazy.
Yeah,
I bet you they go to somebody's house. I bet you they start cleaning up like nobody else's business. You
yeah,
be like,
because
wait a minute.
that's what people would tell me. Your kids are so good. They are
Mhm.
so nice. So I said, okay, at least they go somewhere else and they could see that they was well trained. I appreciate
That's what I'm talking about.
it. Mm-hmm.
So my sister puts up, you want a unicorn man. What the hell is a unicorn
Right.
man?
Tell her to explain that. Who's a unicorn man?
Who is a unicorn man?
Where Nikki at? You need to
Nick,
bring her
I
on.
told her to come up. She said she didn't want to come up. Nikki, you can come up. You don't have to show your face. You can
We
take the
got
camera off. But I don't know what she talking about with a unicorn man because she is a woman that wants she like you. Y'all want to be married. Y'all want to be in relationships. Y'all want to be with somebody, and I get it. But we have to make sure we have good discernment of a person because we'll pick up some goddamn trash. You understand what I'm saying? And we're not saying literal trash. We talking about mentally they're not there, but they see what we want and they take advantage of it. As Nikki would say, gaslighting. So
I be telling. When guys try to do that, I said, listen, don't try to do that to me. Cause listen, I was the play girl, so you can't play the player.
you can't out slicker.
You can't do it. Okay. So I hear you. Plus I went to school. I took psychology. I took black psychology. I took a lot of different psychology. So when you try to run the game on me, I already know it. Now I am who I am. I'm a very nice person. I will help you to the best of my ability. But once
Mhm.
I feel like I'm being used, I'm off and running to the races
Mhm.
because I'm not going to be used. No, I'm not going. You're not going to do that to me. You're
That's
not.
another thing. We're too experienced for a lot of these men. A lot of these men want women that they can be able to manage. You see how you said, I got this, I got this. A man cannot just tell you or me or many other women just anything because we're going to ask questions. We're going to say, what? Let's look this up. We're not going to be, okay, whatever, and go sit down somewhere and forget it. We are going to ask questions and we're going to say, what's up? And a lot of men can't deal with that. That's why they date white women. Now let's talk about that
Oh,
real fast.
you want to talk
Um,
about that? Oh Lord. But wait.
black.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was talking about that this week. I was like,
Interracial relationship.
it's so sad. Our black African American, not everybody,
Not
but
everybody.
the ones that they out of their race, out of our race.
Mhm.
I feel like I was saying, what am I? Where am I going?
Interracial
They
relationship.
they are so oppressed. they would treat a Puerto Rican white person or somebody real light better than they would treat us. And we the ones that took care of them. They are so oppressed. It's so sad how
Mm.
they treat us. They talk to us nasty. I've seen men hold the door for a Spanish or a white person, and I come and they let the door close in my face. And it's my black brother, my black man. I'm like, yo,
I think he though most of those men got mommy issues, but go ahead.
yo, why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? Just like what you call them, and I hate to say this. I know they say you're a minister, whatever. Well, I'm being real right now, okay?
Go ahead, be real.
I don't feel no, like Gene Hackman and his wife got killed, right? They saying it's suspicious. Gene
They
Hackman,
said
the
they
actor,
said it, that it's killed now.
yeah, they saying it's suspicious because
It's suspicious, but
they've
it's
been dead
it's
for
alleged. Right.
they've been dead for a while, okay?
Hmm.
And I said, I don't feel no kind of way. He had to go all the way to another country, which she was a classical pianist. I don't know if he met her in America, but she's not
Hmm.
American. Why
No.
you had to go get somebody else? This is why I don't feel bad for them celebrities and them basketball players. Because why are you going outside of your race to get somebody when you got your own black queens right here and you want to treat us like shit and treat them like they royalty? For
Yeah,
real?
because we're no nonsense.
Right.
We
Well,
are not gonna
we
shuck
know
and
that.
jive with
We
them.
know that too, but we don't know how them women is acting either. We don't know if they putting up with stuff. We don't know. But I'm just saying, why would you treat us like that?
No,
I
listen.
I see it being done all the time, and I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, that's messed
Women
up.
will
But
be women. I don't care what nationality you from. If you got a vagina, you're a woman. You probably do things differently because we all different cultures and backgrounds. But I just don't
no,
get.
but why are our black brothers, African American men, feel like they could talk nicer to a person that's real like white, Spanish, or
You
whatever,
know,
and talk to us like we nothing?
that's embedded in the
I know it's
DNA.
written in the DNA because there was a press, but come on, this is 2025.
No,
Hello,
no, you want to hear something? Let me tell you.
you
I
need to
heard.
get over that. You need to get
Listen to
over
this. Listen to this. So the other day, I was watching something. I don't know if you remember Luke. Luke is the one that had the Two Live crew from he did all the dirty music and Doodle Brown and all of that stuff like that. So he was online talking about a situation. He said he was talking to these two girls. One was a black girl, one was a Spanish girl. And he said to the girls, he was like, "Oh, I'm hungry. Y'all gonna bring me something?" He said the difference between a black girl and a Spanish girl, the Spanish girl was like, "What you want?" And the black girl said, "Oh, can you pick me, you gonna pick me up so I can come to your house and cook for you?" He said that's the difference. Why the Spanish girl is better than the black girl. And I said, this son of a bitch, like, are you serious? Just because the young lady said, "Are you gonna come pick me up so I can be able to make the food for you?" That's just common sense. But the Spanish girl was like, "Oh, what you want?" So he said he
well,
liked
that's
her
because
better.
okay, that's because he's the type of man that wants to be served. See, that's a difference too. We got to know the difference of who wants to be served. Anika sent me a video. I wish I could have put it up. I can't. I wouldn't know how to do that.
Me
But she sent me a
either.
video about different men that want to be served and ones that will serve you. And men that want to be served are cops, pastors,
Ooh.
um, what else? What else was it? Was it firemen? Those that serve want to be served.
Okay,
Okay,
so you talking about like high authority men that have they in high positions. They are the ones that want the women to
to be
serve
served.
them.
Right. So blue collar workers and engineers and things like that, they will serve you.
Oh, I didn't know. You learn something every day.
Hmm. So I'm gonna send you the video when I find it. But I was like, that's real interesting because I when she sent it to me and I started thinking about certain men, I was like, That makes a whole lot of sense.
It does. You have men that want, like I said it before. The man said to me, he said, "Why you are single is because you're not controllable, you're not manageable." And I didn't get it or understood it. You have certain men that like to mold their women in certain ways, or they want them fresh. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want nobody seasoned like us.
And it's fine. Then go on over there to that one because they're gonna get bored with that one eventually because they got no backbone and they won't stand up to you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think that that's what you need, then you go right ahead. You go right ahead.
They think the grass is greener on the other side. But my thing is I feel like love is love. I think anybody love who you want to love. But I'm a true believer. If you are going to date outside of your race, right? Especially white people, this is my opinion. Enter at your own risk. And why I say that is because we don't have good history with interracial relationship here in America. Almost 50 years ago, you would be hung by a tree, in a tree, by Ku Klux Klan white men just for even looking at a white woman, talking to a white woman, or even acting like you're whistling. We see what happened to poor little Emmett Till. And I hate that people get that twisted. He did not whistle at that woman. His mother said in her book that her son suffered with stuttering. And because he was stuttering, she told him to whistle when he feel like he have to say something. You understand what I'm saying? So no, his mother gave him that talk. Don't talk to no white people. Don't do it because they are off the hook. So my thing is, if you are going to date out your culture, just know it comes with rules and regulations. Not everybody going to be happy for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, sister, you chimed in, huh, girl?
Hey Nikki.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Leslie? Hey, sister.
Hey, tell us what a unicorn man is.
Please.
Oh well, you know how a unicorn is imaginary. You never seen the unicorn before.
Mm.
So basically, what you is describing is a man that doesn't exist.
That is
who, who,
because
who
that's what you
describing
think.
me?
What you said, Miss
Which man,
Leslie?
which man, Nikki?
I mean, mostly what every woman wants in a man, and the type of man that they want, majority of the time, 95% of the time, it's a man that doesn't exist. Like you want a tall man, you want a man that makes a certain amount of money, you want a man with a big penis, you want a man that's affectionate and loving and caring and take care of the household and good with the children. You want that. That's basically a unicorn man.
Mm.
Nikki, they are some good men out there. We just gotta, it's a needle in a haystack.
And then most of the men like that, because my friend Matthew, I feel like he telling me his story. He was like that, but then he had a woman that wanted to use him. How would you say that?
They took advantage of
Took
them.
advantage of him. Took advantage of him. You
And
know.
now he don't want to do it no more, or he's scared to do
I
it.
don't know if he want to do it or not, but I tell you, I mean the stories he told me, I was like, what the hell?
Well, see, that's what's wrong with men as well. Men, they get hurt once, and
Yeah.
now they just want to hurt everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because once they get hurt once, forget it. See, they ain't like us. We could fall in love and fall in love and fall in love, get our feelings hurt, fall in
Or
love.
we get over it
We
fast.
get
We
over
have
it.
to.
But they don't. They hold on to it for dear life.
Forever.
Yeah.
Because
Well, see,
they're
that's
more
why
visual.
it's important to work on your mental health. You got to let that stuff go. You got to forgive people. You got to keep it moving. A lot of our men is hurt or been hurt, and they stuck there. But in order for you to pass a certain point, you got to forgive. I don't care what happened. Some people say, "Well, it's so deep you can't forgive." Yes, you can, because forgiveness, like they said, is not for the other person; it's for you.
It's for
So
you to
your
move
so
on.
your heart could open up again. You got to
Mm-hmm.
open up your heart again.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hurt a lot of times, but I ain't gonna keep my heart closed. No, I'm gonna love you still. I'm gonna love again, again and
Mm-hmm.
again and again.
Yeah, but when you was younger, yeah, we held on to that because
Oh
we was
yeah.
young. Now we old. You like, get your ass out of here, shit. You want to
And
go
then
ahead and do that?
also,
You go ahead. Because nobody got time for it. And I think that's another thing. They know that us black women do not got time for any of your bull crap. But that's not gonna make us run to white men. Because I know I'm not sleeping with the slave master killer. I'm not doing it.
and then you also have it where, because they know what they capable of doing, because they know that they have those sexual Jezebel spirits on them, they automatically think that you have it as well. So they not gonna, in the back of their head, especially when you're dealing with COVID narcissists, in the back of their head, they feel like if they will go and talk to people behind their back, if they will go have sex with other people, if they will entertain other people, they automatically feel like you would do it too.
Hmm.
You
Right.
know, so a lot of men don't trust women or don't want to be in a
Because
relationship
they
because
doing bad stuff.
they don't trust themselves. They insecure with themselves. They don't love themselves because you can't love yourself and think is and be okay with sleeping with multiple of people. And a lot of these men, they not just sleeping with women, white women, black women. They sleeping with their homeboys. They sleeping with, their friends, or they have been sexually molested or violated in jail, where they just don't know where they at in their sexuality. So a lot of the times they deal with women to put up a front with what's really going on inside. So it's difficult. The dating game is just, it's just so difficult.
Yeah, because you have, like Miss Leslie said, you meeting people representatives, and you don't get to see them, but they do have red flags, and that's our main thing, when you're dating or you're getting to know someone. If you see a red flag or you feel uncomfortable in this situation, don't let it go over your head because you want a man or you want a girl or you want to just be with somebody, because those red flags will mess you up later on in your life. You have to see the person for who they are, and communication too. A lot of people don't know how to communicate with each other. Once you know how to communicate with each other, you can be able to really read somebody's personality and who they are. So yeah, we got unicorns, all that up in here. In this world, we want good men, but it's hard to find. They're out there. I'm not giving up, but they are out there. So we definitely want to give a shout out to the good men that are out there, and hope you find you a good lady, because there's a good lady out there too. There's a lot of single women out there. We out here single and we good, and we out here. So definitely, I done lost Miss Leslie. She done left the building. She must have went out. But definitely, so sister, so what do you think? What's the advice for women, in dating today? What would you give them? You are a woman in her 40s. How would you recommend women on dating?
I think the main thing, because I've been celibate for a year now. So I think the main thing is loving yourself, having
Mm-hmm.
a good time with yourself, like really enjoying your own company. It can get lonely sometimes, but when you enjoy your own company and you take care of yourself, then by the grace of God, you would attract the same person that would do the same thing that you would do for
Mm-hmm.
yourself, and then some. That's the best advice I can give, and that's giving it to myself, because I'm hoping, as well, that somebody will see my light and want to, not try to dim it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They,
Mm-hmm.
this thing cut me off.
It cut you off because I was like, Miss Leslie done stepped out. So before you left, I was asking Nikki, what did she think? She said, what did she think about what advice she will give women today for dating? And her advice was loving yourself first. When you love yourself first, when somebody do come to you, you will know who is what and what is what. So, ladies, men, love yourself first before you going out and sharing energy with others. If you are not mentally and physically and spiritually available to date, please do not date nobody. Nobody want no ticky ticky boom boom. Okay? Nobody want none of those. Okay? So definitely, what you said, Miss Leslie. Hold on. What you said, Miss? Wait. What you said, Miss Leslie?
I was gonna say that, Nikki brought up a good point. You have to know yourself.
Mm,
You have to know what you're gonna accept, what you're not gonna accept. But the only way you can do that if you spend time with yourself.
mm-hmm,
We got so much stuff in our head that we hear, we listen to people, we watch TV, we listen to the radio. You really have to shut your mind down to go within yourself so you'll know who you are, what you're gonna accept, what you're not gonna accept, how far you're gonna go with this, and it
mm-hmm,
takes work. It took me. I spent 2 years just me and God, just figuring out who I was and whose I was.
mm,
I'm grateful I did that because I know who I am. I know who I am. I like
mm.
myself today. At
Right.
one I didn't like myself because I felt like I was a people pleaser. But I'm not gonna please nobody but myself. I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna be nasty, but I'm not gonna let you walk all over me either.
That's
I
right.
do what I do because I want to do it, not because you. A lot of times, men think you do stuff because of what they said or how they slept with you or how they gave it to you and all that. And that's not the case for me. I do what I do because I want to, not because of what you said, not because you think you made love to me good, not because your thing might be big, not because none of that. I do that because I want to. Okay,
Right. It's
don't
your
get it twisted.
choice.
Right, don't get it twisted. But you really have to know who you are. You have to know who
Mm-hmm,
you are. And don't
mm-hmm,
back down from who you are when you meet people. See, a lot of times, we as women, we feel like we need to back down or act a certain way. No, no, no. You don't have to do that. If they can't handle your energy, if they can't handle the fact that you are independent and you stand up for yourself and they feel like you're intimidated. This man told me once before, you know what, you got to act like the Dizzy Blonde. I was like, what?
No,
He
he
said, you got,
didn't.
yes, he did. He said, you got to act like this. But I said, why? He said, because when you open your mouth, you're intimidating. I said, really? I said,
Oh,
a man should be grateful that they have a woman that could speak up for themselves. Why would they not want that? What?
that is so deep because an African woman told me that when I had told her that, and this was years ago when I was in my 40s, and I had told when I was 40, and I think I just had turned 40, and she was like, "Why you don't have a man and a baby yet?" I said, "Because she said you need to be quiet and act dumb sometimes. You're too smart." I said, "What?" She said, "Be quiet."
Yeah.
They don't want. I'm like, so that's some real talk that
Mhm.
a lot of men think. They get intimidated when they see a woman that stands on her business. Thank you to T.I.'s son. But he told his son to stand on his business. But yeah, you
You
standing
said
on
what?
your business.
What you said?
I said T.I.'s son. I think T.I. said that to his son, or his son said that to his son. That stand on business. But us as black women, we are standing on business, and a lot of men do not like that. They don't like that aggressiveness or that they feel intimidated. But my thing is, why would you have to be intimidated by us? We love you.
To be honest with you, it's you as a woman, you play many roles and you wear a lot of different hats. And as a woman, I'm going to, at some point, I'm going to be timid. I'm going to be, quiet in certain situations and certain circumstances. I
Right.
will be that woman that will sit back and just let her man take lead. You will never know that I am an aggressive woman. You will never know that I stand on business, especially when it comes down to my house, when it comes down to my children, when it comes down to my feelings, when it comes down to my bills, taking care of my business. I stand on business. But in certain situations, in certain environment, in certain circumstances, I will be that woman in the shadow of her husband, the shadow of her man. And
There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't feel like that's being I just feel like just like in certain situations, I would need my man to stand down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it depends on the circumstance. Now,
Mhm.
when we come home, and if there was a time, if we out in the street and it was a situation that you made me feel uncomfortable, oh, better believe soon as we get in that car, oh, better believe as soon as we get home, I'm going to express myself, but I'm not going to express
To
myself in front
embarrass
of,
you in front of nobody, right?
you understand what I'm saying? And then even if my man is on hard times, and I'm the one that's the breadwinner, I will be that woman to pass my man the credit card, to give my man money before we leave out, so that he will feel comfortable about being the man of the family, being the man of the house until he's able to do it himself. Some people might look at that say that that's, I mean, I don't know the word, but I'm kind of tongue tied. But that's just
You
how I
you
am as
know
a
how to
woman.
be aggressive and you know how to be submissive. And that was a big thing where people say, "Oh, you don't know how to be submissive to a man." Listen, women know how to stand down when the right man come along. We know how to shut the hell up. We just ain't find that one yet. Because we know how to stand down. We got a real man in front of us. We're gonna let our man take care of his business and do what he gotta do. We know how to be quiet, but again, we haven't found none of those because we have all of these babies running around here in boxes and brief draws, acting like babies.
And
But
we're aggressive too, because remember, we've been put in situations where if we're taking care of all of the bills, if we're taking care of the children by ourselves, if we're cooking, if we're cleaning, if we're doing the laundry, if we're managing 95 to 100% of life, then that's going to cause us to have an aggressive energy because it's not a balance. And most women don't have a balance. Most women is doing it all on their own. And sometimes having a man in the house is like having another child in the house. So
that's a
it's
red flag.
like
You don't supposed to have a man in the house where he's act that it feels like you got another child in the house either. You understand what I'm saying? That's definitely not a balance. And I'm not having a man in the house that we're not getting along, but you good for the children, but we're not getting along. No, that's creating imbalance with our children. So yeah, we have a lot to learn with relationships. What you said? Okay. We have a lot to learn with relationships. But definitely I'm very thank you so much, Leslie and my sister, for coming in and doing this with me because this is my first time, y'all, doing this like this because I have to teach myself. Look, you got to teach yourself. I'm not going to be coming on every night on my page at 7. I'm just doing this because the Black Therapy show tonight is off tonight and I wanted to really figure out how to work this StreamYard and how to communicate because I have many women that's sister friends, my sister, Miss Leslie, that we can be able to talk about so many things because we have so much experience up under our belt. But I definitely want to say thank you to all that chimed in. You see our names, you can look us up, you can Google us. Definitely make sure you like and subscribe and let us know what you think. And you
wait,
want to know,
Tiffany,
huh?
we didn't talk about Angie Stone.
I talked. All right, we can give a couple of
I
more
missed
minutes before
it.
we leave. I spoke about Angie Stone earlier today.
Oh,
Everybody knows that Angie Stone has made her transition yesterday. She was coming from Alabama, from one of her shows, and her show was amazing. I saw some of it. And I'm just very, very sad. I'm not gonna comment more on the accident because it's so much. They really haven't gave out any details. They just said that she has passed away. It was 9 people in that car, and she was the only one that made her transition. And that's just really so sad to me. And like I was telling Miss Leslie, she was just on her live talking about the company that she worked for. They said her music was stolen. And she's been in this industry over 45 years. So you saying 40 something years worth of your work has just picked up and disappeared out of nowhere?
You
So
know how much more money they gonna be making off of her now?
yeah, yes, they're going to make a lot of money off of her now that she has gone. We also, when I had interviewed Professor Griff, he expressed that a lot of these contracts have life insurance on them. They leave this earth, they get money off of them. So now that her stuff is stolen, is it going to go to her children? Are they going to give residuals? Are they going to start investigating these companies? Because she's not the only artist that has been robbed.
Mhm.
So we really pray and we send our condolences out to her son and to her daughter. She also produced Brown Sugar, which produced D'Angelo. D'Angelo definitely a hit. So next week we definitely gonna talk about it. I'm definitely gonna come back, 'cause like I said, it just happened yesterday. And it's still more information to come out. I recommend to people Google her, go on YouTube, listen to her song. She was a part of Sequence. And what's the other group she was a part of? Because they had a major hit too, and she said they hid her in the video because they didn't want to show her body and stuff like that. So I know that she went through a lot being an artist, and we really salute her. Do you have anything else to say about her, Nikki?
No, I must have missed it when y'all spoke about her.
Yeah, but I'm going to talk about her more next week. It's just that it just happened, and we still are in a state of shock because I would have never thought, y'all, that Angie Stone would die in some horrible car accident. And it was horrible, you know.
Well, it's been a while. That's how a lot of entertainers pass away. They pass away. They always pass it away in somebody's plane or in somebody's car.
And that's sad, it's sad, and we definitely send her soul up to the gods, and she's singing to the gods, and we really appreciate her. Definitely we're gonna look out for whatever's going on with her. But I'm getting ready to end this live because I'm so excited. I learned a little bit about how to work it. I'm going to probably do another testing one too. Please check us. I'm going to find a good day for all of us ladies because I be doing work with the men. I do a lot of work with talking with men. So I want to be able to have the conversation with the ladies that we could talk about love, relationships, and sex and all that stuff, especially after 40 and 50 and 60 years old. Do you still got that feel? What is it? Is the old man still standing strong? I don't know. So we want to know, and we want y'all to share your story. So definitely, I hope that everybody please make sure. Wait, hold on. Okay. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and let us know what you think and how you feel. Nikki, you gonna come back again?
Yeah. Next time maybe I show my face.
Yeah, why not? We should do Miss Leslie, we should do dating online. We should do the dating. I don't want to be that girl Kendra G. Kendra G is so fake. I don't even like her. I said it, girl. They're gonna probably clip it and send this to you. I don't care for you too much. You do too much. But I would love to do the little dating and I
You
want
like
to see more
Kendra G,
men.
Tiffany.
Huh?
Why you don't like Kendra? She's
Okay, all right.
cool.
Okay, let me say, I just dislike a lot of Kendra's ways. I think she do too much, and she don't have to. She's a beautiful woman. I just saw her at the Super Bowl. I saw her. She had a video with her at the Super Bowl, jumping up and down, like she was jumping up and down. But you should have saw her wig going back, like the wig was going all the way back. And you like, wait a minute, you are Kendra G. Why are you at the Super Bowl and don't got your hair pinned down with some proper Barbie pins? That means she do anything for likes and clicks. I don't like that stuff. And I don't like that she have people, young women and older women on her platform, and she's not telling them that they look a hot damn mess. Okay, how you
Tiffany,
ask for a high value man, and you sitting there with a bonnet smoking a cigarette? That's not going to work. I'm sorry. I mean, if you really think you can get a man by doing that, you do it. But I think that she should start counseling women and helping them to try to find a man. And the first thing is, since you always dressed up and looking cute, help them because they be looking a hot mess. You be seeing it? I know you be seeing it. You done sent me a couple of stories. So, yeah, I'm not into that.
I like the authentic, what you call it, authenticity. What you say it for me.
Or go ahead, Miss Leslie, because I
I can't say it is authenticity.
Right. I like that I like that about people. I like that about the world. I like
Kendra
the
G is riding
realness.
off of Kevin Samuels' dead body. What are you talking about? Only reason why she blew up like that was because of Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels, I liked him. Everybody hated his guts. I loved him. He was so honest. I feel like if you want to come on my show, you better look the part. He looked the part all the time. He looked good. He was a nice dressed man. But yeah, I'm sorry. Kendra G get on my nerves. So yeah, I want to do little datings because there's women out there that might can find a man or a woman can find a good man. So all right, y'all. I love y'all. We
Thank you so much for inviting me.
yes, Miss Leslie, you know I love you. Me and Miss Leslie be going in. Me and Miss Leslie, we Miss Leslie, that's my girl.
Yeah.
This is my old Judy. She tell me sure we know we talk about anything. So definitely make sure y'all chime in. Y'all into ministry and you know she does her thing on her page. Check her out, Leslie Gray. Y'all need a little church in Jesus and Father God in the name of Jesus. Please get in contact with her. She will give you a prayer. Okay. But definitely, I'm gonna shut down. Y'all don't go out yet. I'm gonna just shut down because like I said, I'm just learning this thing. Shout out to StreamYard. Thank you. But everybody have a good, blessed night. This is our first the second day in March. I think
Hmm.
we have this the second day in March and it's already popping. I'm just happy she didn't die on Black History Month. I really would have been traumatized. But yeah, this is the first month. Shout out to all the Pisces. I know it's a Pisces birthday going on, Pisces season. Sending out love to the Pisces and thank you all again for chiming in with Tiffany. You know the testing 1 2 because we just had the test this testing 1 2. Talk to y'all later.
Right. Good night.